Ask your questions.
All right, well, this is obviously a great win for our team on the road. It was a tough game, tough atmosphere. We knew coming in here this was probably the best team we played and that they would play us tough in the front seven, which they did. We played the game to try to stop their run, which we did a pretty good job of. Gave up a couple big plays in the passing game at the end there, which was pretty, kind of a cheap score, but got them back in the game where they had an opportunity with an onside kick. I guess my biggest disappointment would be, and I share this with the team so it's no secret, is we were ahead 24-3 in the game and we didn't finish the game. And, that's not how good teams play. We wanted to come here and prove that we could be a fourth quarter team and play in a tough game in a tough environment and be able to sustain and finish. We took the second half kickoff and went down and scored and got ahead 24-3. We fumbled the ball. We got a couple penalties that gave them first downs on defense, gave them big plays, shanked the punt, gave up a big play and prevent at the end of the game, which makes the onside kick a play in the game. So a lot of things to learn, from this. You got to give A&M's team a lot of credit. I said this early, and I told our team this, that this is a different A&M team. They learned something when they lost to UCLA and they were ahead 41-10, that they would play for 60 minutes and they would play hard and they would compete, and they did that, and we knew they would do that, and I told our team they would do that, and they did that. And we didn't do a really good job of finishing the game, which is a little disappointing. But it was a really good drive to take the clock at the end of the game and to kick a field goal to get up by 15 points. So, we did a lot of good things, but overall I was just disappointed that we didn't finish the game better, play smarter, do a better job. From an injury standpoint, I know that'll be the first question you ask me. Calvin Ridley just has a thigh bruise. He'll probably be all right. Tony Brown's got a sprained knee. He'll be day to day. I don't think there's anybody else that really has an issue or a problem.
We'll open up to questions.
You mentioned their front seven. What did they do that was so effective?
Well, they play eight-man fronts all the time and make it hard for you to run the ball. They play a lot of double sync. You probably don't know what that is, but all bear defense. They do a lot of stunting off the edges. And I think we were well prepared for it. I don't think we finished blocks. They kind of try to take Jalen away by bringing somebody at him all the time, so he doesn't have an opportunity to be much of a runner in the game. And we had some opportunities to make plays in the passing game and didn't do it. But I think that's how you have to play. You have to throw the ball. We didn't do it as effectively enough as we needed to, but we did what we had to do to win.
What do you think of the play of your defensive front, especially Isaiah Buggs, Raekwon Davis?
You know what? I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but there's a lot of people in this room. Can you speak up?
Sure. What did you think of the play of your defensive front, especially Raekwon Davis, Isaiah Buggs, without Deshaun?
Well, I thought we did a good job. We wanted to stop the run. Their two backs are the best, backs that we played against, I think, in tandem. I think we did a really good job of that. Raekwon had to play more now with Deshaun hand out, but we had to move Buggs back to end, and those two guys usually rotate. So we had a lot of guys that got opportunities to play out there and did a good job today. And one of the things that we didn't do a very good job of is finishing on the quarterback. He made 2 touchdowns on scramble plays where we should have had the guy sacked and weren't able to finish. So that's something that we definitely need to do a better job of. But I thought Raekwon did a really good job today.
Please speak up on your questions, guys. Tough to hear out there.
Mika Fitzpatrick, if you could comment on the interception, of course, recovered the onside kick as well. If you could comment on his play, Coach.
Well, Mika has been an outstanding performer for us all year. Makes a lot of plays. Does a really good job. The interception was big. We weren't able to move it out of there, so we didn't really change the field position. And the onside kick in the end, he actually should have went down. The only way we can lose the game is if he fumbles the ball running with it. So I think, he knows that, and he'll learn from it.
Questions?
Coach, when you look at, you talked about not being able to finish. How much of that was A&M?
I didn't say we're not able to finish. I said we didn't. We're able to. We didn't. All right, so we got to maintain intensity and sense of urgency and focus and execute. And, you know, when you fumble the ball, look, when you play in places like this, you got to make people sit on their hands. So when you fumble the ball and give them an opportunity, and then we got them 3rd and long and bust the coverage and give them a conversion down to the 4-yard line, so then they scramble and score a touchdown. Now everybody's back in the game, the momentum swings, so you got issues, you got problems, and you got to be able to play your way through it by executing and playing with discipline. And when that happened, I think we could have done that better.
Well, offensively, the first few drives to the last few games have been pretty effective. I think three and outs in the first 4 drives tonight. What do you think was the issue there?
I think we've already said what the issue is. Their front 7, we couldn't run the ball effectively. We just didn't play as well tonight. You got to give them a lot of credit for it. So, you know, I'm trying to get our players to listen to me instead of listening to you guys. You know, all that stuff you write about how good we are and all that stuff they hear on ESPN, it's like poison. You know what I mean? It's like taking poison. Like rat poison. All right, so I'm asking them, are you going to listen to me or are you going to listen to these guys about how good you are? All right, just like your question right now, we get stopped 3 out of 4 times, like that's a bad thing? We're not going to beat everybody 66-3.
A couple more.
How much was that the emphasis this week?
I'm sorry?
How much was that the emphasis this week, downplaying some of the lopsided scores recently to show your team what A&M is capable of?
Well, I did the best I could, and I think we played fairly well in the game to 24-3. All right, and then I don't think we finished the game like we need to. And we made some huge defensive stops, or this game could have turned out differently. And so, you know, but there's a lot to learn, man. There's a lot we can learn from. All right, we got a lot that we can get better. There's a lot that we can do. Sometimes when bad things happen, people actually respond better than when good things happen. So we're kind of looking forward to seeing how our players respond to this. We got to get some guys healthy. I mean, we don't have Diggs out there to put in the game. Tony Brown goes in a corner, he gets hurt. You know, Shaheem Carter's actually the 3rd star playing in the game. We make a mistake in coverage on 3rd and long and give them the ball on the 4-yard line. All right, these things matter. They add up. The cumulative effect of the experience that the players have that you lose is sometimes a problem. So when we have a chance to prepare them all week, they have a better chance to do better. I have confidence in the players, but I just like to be able to prepare them a little bit better.
All right, guys, that's all the time we've got. Appreciate it.
All right, thank